Could Babylon 5 be snatched from the CW network to join one of the big streaming services? Welcome to Sidetrack, your sci-fi TV movie channel. So to explain this story, I have to go back a little bit. So as we know, Babylon 5 was in early production. Michael J. Straczynski has written a pilot that the CW are apparently very happy with and were all prepared to start filming in the last couple of months. But the CW inexplicably and suddenly decided to actually put this on hold for at least a year. They say they don't want to start production on this big project until the CW sale has been completed and the dust has settled. But does that make total sense, or is there something else going on? We have to understand, for one, why the CW is being sold. It's currently owned by CBS and Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers is owned by AT&T. AT&T, their big telecommunications company, wants to come back to its roots and concentrate on its core business, obviously telecommunications. They don't want to necessarily be in the entertainment business that much anymore, so they have decided to sell the bulk of their stake in the CW, and CBS are going along with that. They will both still be minor shareholders within the CW, and they will still produce material for the CW, but they will no longer be the 50-50 owners they are today. AT&T are also doing something else that's very interesting with HBO Max. They are actually stepping away from that also, but they're not selling their stake, because at the moment that's Warner Brothers that own that. Warner Brothers and the Discovery Network, Discovery Inc., are actually becoming merged, and they will become a separate entity on their own, separated from AT&T. David Zaslav, which is currently the CEO of Discovery, will become the CEO of this new company. And he's already talking about how HBO Max is going to be pushed forwards, that it's going to be a very ambitious project over the next 12 months, that they're ramping up expenditure, and they're going to have some new big stories to tell. So does that mean they could poach Babylon 5 from the CW? Well, I have people I talk to that work within the industry, and they're telling me that conversations have already happened. And that's actually the biggest reason why the CW decided not to push forward Babylon 5, because they know chances are it's going to end up on HBO Max instead. But why would HBO Max be doing this? Well, at the end of the day, they're in a war right now with Amazon Prime, Disney Plus and Netflix. There's a struggle for who is going to exert dominance in this new streaming field that Netflix, actually, to be fair, has dominated for the last nearly a decade. Dave Zaslav has already announced that next year's production budget for new content for HBO Max is going to be $20 billion. To put that into context, last year Amazon actually spent $13 billion on new content. Now, I expect that figure to go up this year mainly because of Lord of the Rings. But also Netflix only spent $14 billion on new content, and that doesn't look like that's going to increase. Disney actually spend $30 billion a year on new content, but that is not just new content for Disney Plus. So actually, as a production cost for just Disney Plus alone, they don't actually spend anywhere near that much. HBO are going to be, from at least a spending point of view, the industry leader. They're going to be spending more on new content than anybody else. Now, JMS does have a close working relationship with Pedowitz, who is the CEO of the CW, and it's fair to say as well that Pedowitz is a big fan of Babylon 5. Babylon 5 used to be on the predecessor to the CW network, and JMS does have an element of loyalty to that. But at the end of the day, JMS is going to want to produce the best TV show he can, and HBO Max will be able to spend a lot more money on Babylon 5 than the CW could ever dream of. Now, it's just to be mentioned that Warner Brothers actually did co-produce Babylon 5 originally with Babylonian Pictures for the original series. That was also the plan for this series, that Warner Brothers would again co-produce. So Warner Brothers are going to really want to put this show where it can have the most impact, and it is felt by industry insiders that the most impact it can have on is HBO Max, a streaming service. It should be mentioned that in America there has been a big shift away from cable networks onto streaming. 5 or 6 years ago, nearly 80% of households in the United States had cable services. That number is now actually a lot closer to 50% and dropping every year. More and more people are cutting the cables and switching to streaming services. Also, when people in the United States are asked about their streaming services, They say that they have every intention of keeping the streaming services and in fact intend to add to them over the next 12 months. So streaming services really is the future, and networks like the CW, the past. So if you're Warner Brothers and you've got a new big project that you have already a fan base for, and you want to put it on the best place where you can earn the biggest bang for your dollar, where are you going to put it? You're definitely going to put it on HBO Max. HBO Max is pushing towards 900 million subscribers and actually want to push this network worldwide. Babylon 5 would be a great TV show to have in their stable, and again, give you access to a whole new slurry of subscribers. So what do you think, guys? Would you prefer to see Babylon 5 on the CW, where it may not get the same investment, but at least you can watch it for free? Or would you rather it actually got a bigger investment, but then you have to subscribe to HBO Max to actually watch it? It means you might have to put your hand in your pocket, but it might mean you get a better funded and better quality TV show at the end of it. I'm absolutely certain JMS, given the choice, would switch to HBO Max, because even if he is loyal to the CW, he's more loyal to producing a good TV show, and he has more likelihood of doing that if he's got more money to spend. So guys, come on, what do you think? Leave me a comment. And if you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, it really helps us out, and you can become a fully fledged side trekker. Please hit the join button. As always guys, please stay safe. I'll see you next time.